Hey guys, Welsknight here, bringing you my 2,500 subscriber special. Now technically, it's actually a 2,600 subscriber special, because in the 3 days or so since I posted that channel update video asking for Q&A questions, maybe it was a little more than that, I don't know. Either way, in those couple of days, we actually gained another 100, and we're up to 2,600 now. So thank you guys so much. From the bottom of my heart, I cannot thank you guys enough. Now, this is the second time that I have recorded this video because the first one was really long, so I'm going to try and keep it a little bit shorter. A little bit of background, we're playing on just a test world, testing out the Welsknight mod pack. Name is still a work in progress. I'm leaning towards something like design tech. Something along those lines. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right into the questions. Disclaimer, I'm probably going to butcher some names, so if I butcher your name, I'm really, really sorry, and please forgive me. So, the first question from Shane Medina. If you could do a house tutorial with anyone you know, who would it be and why? Well, that depends. If it's anyone I know of, I would say Corrales or B-Dubs, B-double-O, because those guys are both phenomenal builders. I'm a huge fan of their work, and I think it would be a lot of fun to see what we could come up with together and then do a tutorial on it. If it's anyone that I actually know already and talk to, Scar and Stud, man, those guys, we did a video for the 1000 special, actually, that was kind of a let's build of a modern house, and it turned out really, really well. Next question from Toby Lucas. If you were to get 2 wishes, what would they be? They can be anything except for more wishes. I would probably wish for happiness, because who doesn't want to be happy? And financial stability for my family. It would be nice to just never have to worry if the bills are going to be paid or anything like that. Those 2 things, and I would be content. And I'm already pretty content, so those would probably be the 2 things. Ivan the Minecrafter asked, how did you meet Stud and Scar? Well, I was a fan of Scar's for quite a while before I actually started talking with him and became friends with him. And when he started Stud Tech, they had been asking in their videos, in Stud's videos and Scar's videos, I found Stud through Scar. They'd been asking for suggestions for additional people to add to Stud Tech. And I knew of someone who really wanted to be on the Stud Tech server who had a YouTube channel. That was me, of course. So one day when Scar was streaming, Stud was in the chat, and I said, hey, Stud, are you still looking for people to add to Stud Tech? And he said, yes, I am. And I said, well, can we talk on Twitter or Skype or something? And, I don't want to spam Scar's stream with our conversation. So we started talking on Twitter, and he took a look at my channel and liked what he saw, and the rest is history. Let's see. Nojo Games asks, when did you get into Minecraft? It was around August or so of last year. It was only probably about a month before I actually started my channel. I'd played it on Xbox, on the console, and honestly, I hated it. I played it for like an hour, and I had no idea what I was doing. And I didn't know what the controls were, and then when I did figure out the controls, I hated them. I thought they were clunky, and they didn't really let me do what I wanted to do, and all that kind of stuff. So I ended up pretty much just not playing Minecraft for years, probably 2 years. And then I went back to it on PC in around August or so of last year, and then I fell in love with it. Then I figured out why everybody loves Minecraft so much. And I've been playing it ever since. He also asked, what is your number 1 passion that isn't YouTube? I'd say music. I play guitar and drums, and I sing, and I do love music very, very much. And what is your favorite book? If I had to pick, I'd probably say Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit by Tolkien, because Tolkien is a genius. Let's see. Mickey Lee, I know you said something about the military. Care to explain your experience in that? I've been in the military for about a little over 8 years. I joined when I was 17 years old. And I'm in the Army National Guard. I'm a paralegal NCO, so I deal with legal stuff. Like, if you've ever seen the movie A Few Good Men, that's kind of a dramatized version of what I do. But I deal with military law, basically. He also asked, where did you grow up and do you still live in that region? I grew up in southwestern Wisconsin, and I still live in Wisconsin. Funky Stuff asked, what is your favorite games other than Minecraft? Well, there's a bunch of them. I love RPGs. I love... Oh, man. That's kind of a hard question because there's just so many of them out there. Some of the games that I've really enjoyed over the years, obviously Lord of the Rings Online, Lotro. I've put probably more hours into that game than any other. Really love 4X games like Total War, Civilization, Sword of the Stars, Galactic Civilization, stuff like that. Those are all really enjoyable for me. I love RPGs like the Tales series, Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Vesperia, etc. And I also really like games like Zelda and Assassin's Creed. Those are also really enjoyable. And of course, open world exploration games, stuff like that. I've got a lot of different games and types of games that I enjoy. Ivan the Minecrafter asked, how do you choose what style you want to build in? I don't know. I just kind of do. I'll get an idea for something. I'll get inspiration from something. And then I'll just kind of go for it and tweak it as needed. I like to try and find things that I haven't done before, or, things that sound interesting and sound like they'd be really cool, and then I just kind of go for it. Day Dallas 101, have you ever had really horrible neighbors? In fact, I have. I have had the horriblest of neighbors. The house next door, there's actually a really nice family that lives there now. But before they lived there, the neighbors who were there before got evicted because they had a meth lab in the house, because I live in an amazing neighborhood. So I've had neighbors that are about as bad as you can get. Now, the neighborhood that I live in is not a great one. It's not like super bad. It's not like inner city Chicago or anything like that. But for a fairly small Wisconsin city, it's not a great neighborhood. It's not uncommon to have, break-ins. There's a bar that's like right across the street, and there's always people fighting and shouting at 2 a.m. when the bars close. We've had an occasional shooting. I mean, it's not a great neighborhood. So yes, I have had very bad neighbors before. Shield of Respect asked, will you ever try doing big community events? Seeing you as you are nearing 2,500 subs, maybe you could try hosting a building competition or fighting the community in survival games, maybe a UHC. That's something that I would love to do, and that is something, though, that I don't think I'm going to be doing for a while, because for something like that, I would want to own the server. I would want to be in control of the server, because for stuff like that, there are certain factors that I would want to control that I wouldn't necessarily be able to do if it wasn't my server. And a good, high-quality professional server is not cheap. And we'll talk about that more later. There's going to be there's actually several server questions. F1 Heads 1 asks, how long have you been making YouTube videos, and why did you start making them? Any inspiration from certain people? And I'm going to go ahead and read the next one as well, because it's very similar. The 9 Pixels asked, how did you start your channel, and what encourages you to keep making videos? Well, I started my channel in September of last year, so I'm at, what would that be, like 7 months now or something like that? And basically it started out of boredom, because Mrs. Wells works a job that involves a lot of travel, and it seems like she's gone more than she's home. So I was doing a lot of sitting around the house and doing nothing and just being bored. And, I had been watching some YouTube videos, and I was like, that looks like fun. That's something that maybe I could do and I could enjoy. And I started making videos, and I really enjoyed doing it. Now, on the other hand, what keeps me making videos, what keeps me motivated, is without a doubt you guys. The support that you guys have shown me has just been unbelievable. I mean, I can't thank you enough for all the the nice comments and the support and the, when you like the video and you share it and you tell friends about it and all the kind words and all that kind of stuff. It really warms my heart, and that's what really keeps me doing it. And it's a lot of fun. And on top of that, I get to meet a lot of other really cool people, a lot of other content creators, and it's been a really good experience, and that's what keeps me doing it. Vijay T asks, are you a full-time YouTuber? And if not, what job are you doing? I am not a full-time YouTuber as far as income goes. YouTube is not what I do to, support my family. However, I am a full-time YouTuber when you consider number of hours. I easily put 12 hours a day into my YouTube channel, if not more than that. For money, what I do is I'm the military. I'm still in the military, and that really helps pay the bills, as well as Mrs. Wells working. Mrs. Wells is making most of the money for the house right now, because I was in college until very, very recently. Semester just ended, so right now I'm kind of in a transitional period. I don't know. I'll talk more about that later. And what inspired you to do YouTube? Boredom. Boredom and watching other YouTubers and thinking that it was something that looked like fun. Husky Plays, what made you want to start YouTube? We just talked about that. And what's your favorite animal? My favorite animal is definitely dogs. I love dogs. I have always been a dog lover, and I think that they are without a doubt my favorite animal. Yoshi Rock 64 has a couple of questions. First of all, what's your favorite song? If I had to pick one, I would probably say Only Hope by Switchfoot. That's the one that goes, there's a song that's inside of my soul. But it's the original version that was made by Switchfoot and not the one that was popularized by Mandy Moore from some movie. I don't remember what movie. So that's probably my favorite if I had to pick one. Do I have any pets? I do. I have 2 dogs. I'll put a picture of them up on the screen. They don't actually live with me. They live with my parents because the house that I live in doesn't allow pets without a really big pet deposit. But they are mixed breeds. They're named Merle and Willa, and they're both rescue shelter dogs. He also asks, waffles or pancakes? Waffles, without a doubt. You can't beat waffles. How do you record and edit your videos? I record using a recording software called Marillis Action, and I record my audio with Audacity. Let's kind of bring this back a little bit. I think that's a little bit much. There, that's better. With Marillis Action, I record the video footage, and then I record my audio with a program called Audacity, and then I edit it all together with Sony Movie Studio 13. Let's see. And how's your day going? My day is going very well. I'm having a wonderful day. Thank you for asking. Wolfman456700 asks, will you ever do another series on Clash of Clans on Android? I never did a series on Clash of Clans on Android, so I'm not really sure if you meant to say, will I do one in the future? But no, I have no plans to get into mobile games. They're just not really my cup of tea, and they're also not something that I would be able to record in high quality and enjoy. Chris Willis, what kind of music do you like? Name a few bands if you can. I listen to a lot of different types of music, but primarily I listen to rock, especially alternative rock like Quiet Drive, Fountains of Wayne, Switchfoot, Reliant K, stuff like that. And then some other rock as well, Skillet, a lot of classic rock like Led Zeppelin. And then I listen to a lot of older and newer folk music like Nickel Creek, Neil Young, Bob Dylan, stuff like that. He also asked, how long have you been married? Wifey and I got married June 28th of last year, so our 1-year anniversary is coming up pretty soon. And do I have any funny stories from the wedding or the marriage? Well, I did have a sippy cup for the wedding reception because I was wearing my my military dress uniform, and I was worried about spilling on it. So there was the sippy cup. I also took a selfie right before I was going to get married, and I put it on Facebook, and it said something along the lines of, about to get married, but first, let me take a selfie. But I don't know, there's a lot of funny stories. When wifey and I are together, we are both kind of, we like to act like we're 4 years old sometimes. It's quite enjoyable. So there's a couple of funny stories. Let's see, that's good. And let's see, he also asks, what are your all-time favorite games? Ooh, I got a lot of all-time favorite games, but I really enjoy 4X games. My favorite game of all time, as far as just sheer number of hours that I've ever put into, would be probably Lord of the Rings Online. But I don't know if I would call it my favorite game ever. I don't know if I could pick one. We kind of covered that, though, before we were talking about what are some other games that I like. Adam Palmer, how did you get so good at building? Basically, it came down to just constantly trying to learn new things. I have watched so many YouTube tutorials and read so many articles about like architectural design, and I mean, basically whenever I'm sitting around waiting for something, odds are I'm probably watching a video about or reading an article about how to make things look good when you build in Minecraft. So I mean, really it just came down to trying to educate myself as much as possible. And what inspires you to keep making videos? As I said before, you guys, without a doubt. Nicholas Yelovich, do you plan on slaying the Ender Dragon in your 1.8 single-player world? Maybe. It depends on if I finish other things before the official release, not the snapshot release, but the official release of Minecraft 1.9. Because when 1.9 starts out, of course, we're going to have to start up a 1.9 single-player series. And do I have any siblings? I do. I have one younger sister. She is a freshman, or actually, she just finished her freshman year of college. Spencer01 asks, what's your favorite sport and what is your favorite game? Well, games, you know, as we talked about, Lord of the Rings Online, 4X games, all sorts of stuff. But my favorite sport would probably be American football. I'm a huge Packers fan since I'm from Wisconsin, so gotta represent the green and gold. But other than that, I don't really follow sports all that much. I don't have time for it, to put it bluntly. The Gaming Sean asks, how old are you? I am 25, going on 26. My birthday is in October. Agent Hawk 703, have you ever considered starting a public server for you and your subs to play on? I have considered it, and it is something that I will probably do eventually, but it's something that is not really feasible at the moment, primarily just due to the cost of a server, because those things are not cheap. They are pretty expensive, and as you guys have probably come to realize, if I'm going to do something, I'm generally going to try to do everything in my power to quote-unquote do it right. So I wouldn't want to get, you know, a low-quality, cheapo server. I'd want to have a really good one, and that's something that I just can't afford right now. But that will probably happen down the road. We'll probably have a fan, subscriber, Patreon, supporter, something like that server eventually. It's probably going to happen down the road. Let's see. I got lost. There it is. He also asked, how did you meet Stud Muffin Sam? We already talked about that. What tips do you have for starting a YouTube channel? I'm going to answer that one with the next question. What is your favorite block in Minecraft for use, for looks, and for fun? Well, for me, use, looks, and fun are all the same thing, because building is what's fun for me in Minecraft. And without a doubt, my favorite block would have to be, or at least vanilla blocks, as far as vanilla blocks go, my favorite block would have to be spruce wood. Because it looks good, it comes in slabs, stairs, and normal blocks, and you can really use it for almost anything. It's great for so many things, and without a doubt, I would have to say that is probably my favorite block. Let's see. What will happen during summer when you are doing your military stuff? That is a great question. I am going to be gone this summer for a period of a little over it's going to be 2 to 3 months. I don't know the exact dates. I will release a channel update video at that time that will go over this in more detail, but basically my plan for right now is to upload a whole bunch of pre-recorded videos and release them while I'm gone. So there will still be content while I'm gone doing my military things, but I'll go into that more detail once we get a little bit closer, because right now, honestly, I don't have all the details figured out yet myself. I'm still trying to do some plans and see what's going to be available to me while I'm gone and all that kind of stuff. So I'll go into more detail once I have some more information myself. Dalton Graves asks, tips for beginning a YouTube channel? Basically just do it. Just get into it and start. If you think it's something that you'd enjoy, just kind of start doing it. Just, start making videos and learn. And learn as you go. Realize that your first couple of videos, who knows, maybe your first many videos are going to be bad. They're quality-wise, they're going to be terrible. Your commentary is probably going to sound really awkward to you. You're going to look back someday at your early videos and cringe. I have never met a YouTuber who thinks his earliest videos were amazing, myself included. Whenever I watch one of my older videos, I cringe a little bit because the quality is just terrible. And, I think but it's just one of those things. As you get more experience and you do it more and more and more, you'll get better and you'll improve. So the best advice I could give is if you think it's something that you want to do, just get into it and then spend as much time as you can learning, as well as, don't just record videos. Make sure you're also trying to improve your videos and become better as well. He also asks, what are your 3 favorite mods? Carpenter's blocks, chisel, and micro blocks. With those 3, I can make pretty much anything. So those are without a doubt my 3 favorite blocks. And what computer do you use? I'll talk about that in a minute because somebody else asked a very similar question. Sam Darling, what are some planned series for down the road? I've got a couple of plans. As some of you know, we just ended Dig or Die and Windward on the channel. Those are finished up. And it's time to start looking for some new games because I try to keep a mixture of Minecraft and other stuff on the channel as well. So I think I'm going to start playing very soon a game called Curious Expedition. It's kind of like FTL meets Indiana Jones, I guess would be the easiest way to explain it. It's really a cool game. It's a lot of fun, and I've been playing it a little bit, trying to get a feel for it, and I'm really enjoying it. So I think I'm going to start playing that. And then Galactic Civilizations 3 just came out as well. And I've been a Galciv fan for ages, so I think I'm going to do that. And then I just got The Witcher 3. But that one, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a series on it. Let me know what you guys think about that, because the thing about The Witcher 3 is, from all accounts, it's an amazing game. It's a game that I'm definitely going to play, but it's also a mature M-rated game with lots of things in it that are not family-friendly, and that I don't really know if I want to put it on my channel or not. I'm sure that I will play it and I will enjoy it and I will love it, but there's some really mature themes. There's some swearing, there's some nudity, there's some of that kind of stuff I can cut out from the game. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. If I did do it, I would mark it as mature, as for mature audiences only. And then I've also got a series coming up very, very soon, a new Minecraft one. We're going to do a Let's Play of Into the Depths, because I asked you guys when I did a showcase video on it, I said if it hits 25 likes, we'll do a series, and it hit 25 likes. The video did really, really well. You guys seem to really want to see a series of that, so I'm going to do it, because why not? It looks like fun, and I'm looking forward to playing that as well. He asked, what is the next time you are going to do Lotro? Not anytime in the near future. We already kind of talked about that. I'm kind of burned out on Lotro right now, and I need to take a break from it. I'll probably do a little bit of Lotro content here and there, but it's not going to be anything that I'm going to schedule. It'll just be kind of like a random video when I feel like it. More adventure maps, please. Into the Depths is a horror adventure map, and it looks like it's a really well-designed map, so I think that'll be a lot of fun. And last question, will you do some Minecraft mini games down the road? Probably not on the YouTube channel, although I'll probably stream some Minecraft mini games. I think that's a really cool way to kind of play with viewers and stuff like that. I'll probably do some of that down the road as I you know, kind of get into streaming a little bit more. Right now, I just don't really have the time for it because of all the other stuff that's going on. But I'll probably get into streaming in the, you know, at least once I get back. I don't know. We'll take it. We'll kind of play it by ear and see how it goes. Let's see. X Reaper Tulstra asks, what are your computer specs and your setup specs like microphone, monitors, keyboard, etc.? Well, I use a custom-built gaming PC that I ordered off of CyberPower PC about a month or two ago now. That is, it's tricked out. I mean, it is a beast of a machine. It's got a Superclock GTX 980. It's got an Intel i7 4790K, 16 gigs of RAM, 500 gigabyte SSD, 3 terabyte HDD, noise-reducing foam, liquid-cooled, silent fans. I mean, you name it. You name it, and I put it into the machine. Everything I could think of, short of doing a 980 SLI. You know, it's a beast of a machine, and it's gonna, my hope is that it will last me for 3 or 4 years to come. That was kind of my goal when I built it. I have 2 Asus monitors. I've got a Logitech G110 keyboard and a Logitech, I think it's a Logitech G500 or a G600 mouse. I can't tell because I've had it so long the sticker's coming off. And then for a microphone, I use a CAD U37 Studio condenser mic. It's a USB mic. And I use, for headphones, just cheap $5 or $6 Sony earbuds off of Amazon. Nothing fancy on that end. And those will probably get an upgrade sooner or later. Probably after I upgrade my mic. I think eventually I'm going to go to an XLR mic because it's better sound quality. Kebab Karhu Gaming asks, can you do a backflip? Absolutely not. I am the least coordinated person you will ever meet. If I were to do a backflip, it would only end in disaster. Valerie Friesen, are you going to make a server for the mod pack? Maybe? This kind of goes back to our server discussion before. Servers cost money. Modded servers need to be even better than vanilla servers because you need all that extra computer memory and stuff like that to run all the mods. So I would love to say yes, but it really comes down to what my financial situation is like at the time. And, yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I can't make any guarantees. It's something I would love to do, but I don't know that it's something that I could realistically afford. Let's see. And last question, and I'm going to butcher this name, so I'm really, really sorry. Taufik Karij asked on Twitter, do you still go to university or whatever? Not at the moment. I was going to college to pursue a degree in English education, basically to be an English teacher. But the semester just ended, and I don't think I'm going to be going back. I got a couple years into the degree program, and I'm kind of at the point where I don't think it's what I want to do. I don't know. I just kind of had this realization that it's like, maybe this isn't for me. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know if I'm going to go back to school at all. I don't know if I'm going to try and, you know, maybe stay in the military for the rest of my life. Maybe, you know, maybe turn my dream into a career and actually make YouTube a full-time thing. Who knows? But at the moment, I do not still go to college. I am done with the semester, and I don't know that I'm going to be going back. But guys, that is all the questions. There was a lot of them, so I really, really appreciate that. Thank you all so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. And I hope you learned something about me in this this milestone video. I do apologize for the length. It got a little longer than I wanted it to. But guys, once again, really, thank you so much. Just thank you. That's all I can say. And I'm looking forward to seeing where we go from here. So, you know, you guys know where to find me. Thank you for your support. And I'll definitely see you next time.